This is some of the stock that I still have left over from the Kite Studio days. Not a whole lot of remnants. I see some flat graphites up there, 4 foot long. There's some, looks like 3/8 inch wrapped graphite, just a couple of them. Some miscellaneous flag material. I got a bunch of, I think those are 505s up there. No, I'm sorry, 370s. The epoxy tube 370 by 54.5 inches. That gray screening I'm keeping for my koi pond, but there's some yellow screening, red, white screening. The rest of this top shelf is all 200 denier flag and banner material. Really small remnants. I hate to get rid of it, but you know, it's in the way. And then there's some 1.5 ounce ripstop here. That's in the blue, the green, the gray, some orange, and some more blue. That's all 1.5 ounces. Yeah, here's some 3.9 Dacron in red, blue, and green. Some miscellaneous Christmas wrap. That's white craft paper, but I'm keeping that. Now we got tons of dowels. I got a lot of 1/8 inch by 36 inch, 3/16 by 36 inch. There's thousands. Here I'm looking at, I guess, 1/4 inch by 36. And now we got thousands of the 3/16 by 48. It looks like 1/4 inch by 48, 5/16 by 48, 3/16 by 48. I guess that's 7/16 and some more 5/16. Some insignia cloth, yellow, black, gray, red, pink, red, orange. Gotta get rid of all that. Some just junky white 3/4 ounce ripstop. A little bit of Tyvek. We got lots of hardware and vinyl end caps. These are all an assortment. Looks like maybe 1/2 inch. I got a whole bunch of .213 7/32 vinyl end caps. There's thousands. And here's some .370 vinyl end caps. Each bag has 1,000, so there's probably, I don't know, maybe 10,000 in there. Some dihedral fittings. The yellow and the black. I think the yellow is 1/8 inch. The black was, I think, 5/32. If that's off the top of my head. Here's some white ones. They're all, I think, .21. I used to drill them out to make them bigger. If you can drill them to make them for 1/4 inch. I've got, there's some more dihedrals in there, more dihedrals. A lot of these Aeronauts, you know, different sizes, 9/32, 11/32, 1/4 inch. And then the fittings that go on the end of these fittings go on the end of the spar. And then that Aeronaut goes on top of the fitting. I got lots of those, all different sizes. We call these converter sleeves. They fit inside the spar. This one will fit a G50 epoxy tube, and they're threaded on the inside, if you can see that. We used to make other fittings that used to use those threads, like a vinyl or a plastic, like a plastic bolt used to go in here to adjust this up and down to put tension on the spar. I got tons of brass ferrules, tons of them. These are the sizes, if you can read it. .03, it's hard to read, can't focus. On the inside diameter, .03, .04, .08, .105. It's not labeled, don't remember what it was. A whole bunch of aluminum ones. They're not real strong, you can bend them really easy. But we used to use them for some things. You can't bend them if you force it. That's a .128, that'll fit an 1/8 inch rod. And then a bunch of other steel and aluminum ferrules, epoxy tube ferrules that were cut. I got tons of these swivels. That's a 400-pound swivel. I also have some in the 200 pound. And then I got a whole crap load of these. They're on the other shelf. We'll get to those. I don't know, probably have 1,000 of those. All these cross-lock snap swivels. Like that. You pinch them to open them. That's a 110 pound size and 150 pound size. Here's a 150 pound size with a swivel on it. And then I have lots of these, like Berkeley cross-lock snaps. That's 175 pounds. A whole bunch of them, all the way up to, that's 350 pound. And then, next shelf, I got a lot of fittings, these leading edge fittings that look like that. I got for 1960 carbon rod, 0.21, 0.23, 0.25, 0.28. And there's backstock of this too. Some, like here's 100 pieces of the 8mm. These kind of fittings as well, a whole bunch of them. Then those leading edge fittings that were above are the same kind in a smaller one. Back to some end caps here, miscellaneous end caps. Tons of split rings, all different size split rings. Some of them are in stainless steel, other of them are in, I guess, nickel. These are a point on the inside diameter, 0.174, inside 0.212, 0.242, 0.288, 0.328, 0.428, 0.596 in stainless, 0.685 in stainless, 0.11 in stainless. These are all inside diameters. 0.935, 0.932, and I guess this is a 1.06, and some D-rings, lots of D-rings that are split. I got them in boxes and then also opened up. 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, another quarter inch round aluminum rings. These are popular on bridle lines, solid aluminum. I also have them in 1 inch. Everybody's been asking me for the 1/2 inch and 3/4, but I've been out of those for a long time. And in the 1 inch O-ring, I also have the 1 inch D-ring. I got a couple thousand of those. The rest is just kind of junk. Over here is the backstock of the rings. That's all 1 inch D-rings and 1 inch O-rings. Here's all those big swivels I was talking about. I think they're like 400 or 700 pound swivels, I think. I got more of the 400 swivels. Berkeley snaps. These are all the cross-lock snaps. There's a couple hundred there, a couple hundred there. Lots of split rings. These are all the 1 inch. These are the 1/2 inch and 0.7 inch. And these are those converter sleeves with a thread on the inside. And here's the LASRK. That's the split ring, 0.04 in stainless steel. Looks like there's at least 1,000 in there. I like to get rid of all this stuff. And then over here, I got a whole bunch of webbing still. I see a lot of polypropylene on the top shelf. Colored stuff is 1 inch. The stuff in the black is 1.5 inches. And then I have some more 1 inch polypro in black, 2 inch, 3 inch in black and white. And the heavier duty nylon webbing, looks like that's maybe 2 inch, 1.5 inches. I have that in black and white. And on this side, we've got some webbings, you know, the edge binding, we used to call it, the straight grain and the herringbone grain. Straight grain is a lot of 1/2 inch and some 3/4 inch. There's some back run in there in 2 inch. There's some 1.5 ounce ripstop by 2 inch. There's more DAC run down there in 2 inch. Most of the DAC run is in white. We got lots of tubing. What a mess. But it's all assorted black tubing and some clear tubing. Anybody's interested in that, just let me know. I got lots of sizes. Here's some Velcro in 2-inch hook and loop. I shouldn't say Velcro. Get arrested.